Alright, part 3, Placement Aleks 149, 103 through 127. Let's start. Alright, if f of x is this function, and let's get the pen here. F of 0 is 0 there, 0 there, 0 times 0 is 0, 3 times 0 is 0, 4 times 0 is 0 minus 3, 0 plus 0 is 0, and 0 minus 3 is a negative 3. Alright, next one. 103b, f of x is this, find f of 1. So f of 1 is 1 goes there, 1 goes there. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3, 4 times 1 is 4, 3 plus 4 is 7, and bring the minus 3 down, 7 minus 3, 4. Okay, next one. F of x is this, find f of negative 1. Put a negative 1, negative 1, negative 1 there. So negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4, minus 3. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Negative 1 and negative 3 together is a negative 4. F of x is this again. F of negative x. Put a negative x there. So negative x and negative x is positive x squared. 3 times that, 3x squared. That times that is negative 4x. And then minus 3. F of x is this. Now find negative of this. So negative of all these. So that means negative of positive is negative, negative of positive is negative. A negative of a negative is a positive. F of x plus 1. So put x plus 1, x plus 1. So x plus 1 times x plus 1. X times x, x squared. X times 1, 1x. 1 times x, 1x, and 1 times 1 is 1. Multiply it out. 3 times that, 3x squared. Let's see, 1x is 1x, 2x. So now let's multiply this. 10 times that is 3x squared. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times that is 4x. 4 times 1 is 4. That. So we have 3x squared. That's it. Put it down. 6x, 4x is 10x. And 3 and 4 is 3 and 4 is 7. Take away 3, up 4. We're done. Next one. Find f of 4x. So 4x goes there. So 4x times 4x is 16x squared. 3 times that is 48x squared. 4 times 4x is right there. It's 16x and minus 3, and that's all we can do. F of x is this. Find f of x is h. X plus h, x plus h. X plus h is that. X times x, x squared. X times that, xh. Xh, h squared. I need this down. So add these 1xh, 1xh is 2xh right here. 3 times that, 3x squared. 3 times that, 6xh. 3 times that, 3h squared. 4 times that, 4x. 4 times that, 4h. Minus 3, that's all we can do. F plus g of x. So here's the originals, f and g. Substitute this, f of x plus g of x. Rewrite this in there, it is in there. Take the parentheses off, there's a plus, same thing. So x and x, 8x, 4 and that is 2. Domain is negative infinity to infinity. F of x is this one, g of x is that one. F minus g. F of x minus g of x. So this one minus that one. So this is going to be 5x plus 4 minus 3x plus 2. 5x minus 3x is 2x. 4 plus 2 is 6. Domain is negative infinity to infinity. Alright. F of x is this. G of x is that. So now multiply. F times g. F of x times g of x. So this one times this one. Fold it. That times that is 15x squared. That times that is minus 10x. That times that is 12x. That times that is minus 8. 15x squared. 12 minus 10 is 2x minus 8. Domain, negative infinity to infinity. Now, f over g. F of x over g of x is this. 5x plus 4 over 3x minus 2. This is it, but it's undefined if 0 is on the bottom denominator. So let's do that. 3x plus minus 2 equals 0. 3x minus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 3x equals 2, divided by 3, so 2/3. So domain of this is everything but don't use the 2/3. Alright, let's add the functions. F plus g of 3 is f of g plus g of x is this. F plus g of 3, put a 3 in there. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 2 is 26. So f plus g of 3 is 26. Subtract the function. F minus g of x is this. Put a 4 in there. So 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. So f minus g of 4 is 14. Multiplication. F times g of x is this function. 15x squared plus 2x minus 8. Put a 2 in there. So f plus g of 2, 15 times 2 squared plus 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 15 is 60. 2 times 2 is 4 minus 8. 64 minus 8 is a 56. F over g of x defined to be 5x plus 4 over 3x minus 2. F over g of 1 is 5 times 1. 3 times 1. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4. 3 minus 1. 9 over 1 is a 9. Alright, this one. The graph's already there. So now, questions. What are the intercepts? The intercepts are going to be, let me point them out a little bit easier. At negative 2, 0, there's one. And at 1, 0 is the other intercept. X-intercept right there. And 0, 1. 0, 1 is the y-intercept. Y-intercept, x-intercept. Domain, left to right. From negative 3 to positive 3. So the domain is left to right, negative 3 to positive 3. The range of this function is up and down, down, bottom, top. So it's going to go from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1. Domain and the range. From the bottom to the top. So now, it's increasing. So from left to right. From negative 2 to 0. From negative 2 to, from negative 2 to 0, what's it doing? Increasing. From right there to right there, this function is increasing. And from 1 to 3, it's increasing. It's going up. It's going up. And decreasing from negative 3 to 2. Negative 3 to 2, it's decreasing. And from 0 to 1 is decreasing. So, that's it. That's all the question we have. It's like your big old W thing, like your, I don't know, your favorite hamburger place to get a double meat, double cheese, double bacon with a diet soda or something. Alright, another function. F of x equals absolute value of x plus 2 minus 3. Let's do that in the calculator. Let me get a machine. We'll do this on the calculator. Alright, let's do our windows first. Our windows, let's leave it at minus 10, 10. That's fine. And the graphs, let's clear off whatever's in here so it doesn't interfere. Absolute value of x plus 2. So you put math, number, x plus 2, outside, minus 3. Hit graph. There it is. So now, this is the graph it's looking like, which is like this one. You can use trace to get points in there. There's a point, there's another point there, there's another point there, there's another point there. Alright, anyway. So the graph is going to give you negative 5, 0, negative 2, 3, negative 3, 0, negative 1, 1, 0. So negative 5, 0, negative 2 and negative 3, 0 and negative 1, and 1, 0. So now, we need to find out what is the area here, area bounded. Get the graph. So, put the numbers in the functions if you want, if you don't want to use a calculator. Or, now the area is from here to here, it's going to be 6 spaces. And from here to here, it's going to be 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So, area is 1/2 base height. And 6 times 3 is 18. 18 over 2 is a 9. So the area bounded in here, the little yellow spot here, is 9. Factor. What can we take out first from all this? A negative 6. leaves you a 6q squared minus 7q minus 20. Can I factor this some more? Yes, we can factor it into 2q minus 5, 3q plus 4. Does that work? Let's check it. 2 times that is 6q squared. Yes, the last. Negative 5 times 4 is that negative 20. Yes, now the middle parts. This is going to be negative 15, and this is going to be 8. So 8 minus 15 is negative 7. Yes, that works. Factor. Take out the greatest common factor, 5. Leftovers are this, 6p squared, 17p plus 12. Now, can we just factor out? Yes, into this. So 2 times 3 is 6p squared, 3 times 4 is 12. So we have 3 times 3 is 9, and 8. So 9 and 8 is 17. These are the possible ways of factoring it out. First part, second part, what we used. Look at this again. Factor out the greatest common factor. Yep, negative 2x. Leftovers, x squared minus 8x plus 15. Okay, we do this one. Yes, 15 is 15 and 1, 3, 5. I say 3, 5. These right here. Let's check it. X times x squared. Minus 3 times minus 5 is 15. Minus 3x minus 5 is minus 8x. Is that the right one? Yes. Go to the next one. Solve, use the quadratic formula. 3x squared minus 16x minus 12 equals 0. A, B, and C. Negative b minus plus b squared minus 4ac or 2a formula. Put the numbers in. Negative 16, negative 16. Negative and negative is a positive, and negative times negative is a 256. And these three numbers multiplied together is a 144. Add them together is a 400. The square root of 400 is exactly 20. So we have 16 plus or minus 20. 16 plus 20 over 6, or 16 minus 20 over 6. 36 over 6 divided 6. And this one, 16 minus that is minus 4. 2 times that, 2 times that. So these cancel out. So we have negative 2 over 3. 6, negative 2 over 3. X squared minus 5x minus 14 equals 0. That's the 1x squared minus 5x minus 14 equals that. That's A is that, B is that, C is that. Put them in the formula. So now, B, B, A, C. So negative is positive 5. Negative to negative is 25. And this times this calculator, if you want to, is 56. 56 in this is 81. Square root of 81 is exactly 9. 5 plus or minus 9 over 2. 5 plus 9 over 2, or 5 minus 9 over 2. 5 plus 9 is 14 over 2 is 7. 5 minus 9 is negative 4 over 2. Negative 4 over 2 divided by that is negative. So it's 7 and negative 2. By using the quadratic formula, of course. Find the slope of the line joining the points. Phi 1, x 0. So x1, y1, x2, y2. Slope is this formula right here. So now, y1, there it is. y2, there it is. x1, there it is. x2, there it is. So now we have 1 minus 0, 1, 5 minus 8, negative 3, or negative 1/3. This is slope. Alright, another graph. Either we can put numbers in two numbers. Let's put 0. Put 0 in there. G of 0 is, that times 0 is 0 plus 8, 8. Put a 2 in there. That times that, negative 8 plus 8, 0. So we have 0, 8, 2, 0. 0, 8, and 2, 0. Or, yeah, I can use a calculator. Let's do that right now. Today, anyway. And let's do this. Clear that one out. Let's put that. It's going to be negative, little minus sign, negative 4x plus 8. Let's see, is that correct? Negative 4x plus 8. Hit graph, and it's going to draw it. There it goes. And you can use trace right there. See trace? 0, 8. And you can get going on, approximate the other answers right there. Okay? Alright. Next problem. Another graph. So, I did it first. Let's do it this way. Put a 0 in there. So h of 0 is 0 plus 3 with 3. Put a 6 in there. 6 times that, that's 2 divided 6, 3. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So we got 2 points. 0, 3, 6, 0. 0, 3, and 6, 0. Connect the dots. Or, graphing calculator, yes, of course. Y, clear the old one. It's going to be a half, negative half. Parentheses. Negative 1 divided by 2. Keep that little fraction together. X plus 3. Is that right? Yes. Hit graph. There it goes across and hits, just like the one right there. Again, you can just trace, find some numbers on it. See, there's one right there, 0, 3. And you can keep going down here and find another point by moving your little monitos here. Alright. This one. Suppose a company has just purchased a new computer for $2,400. The company chooses to depreciate this in a straight line method in 4 years. So it means they start off with 2,400. That's the original price. And 4 years from now, it's going to be worth 0. Then depreciating it this way. So find the equation of a line that has 2 points. x1, y1, x2, y2. So y minus y1, y1 minus y2 over x minus x2, x minus x1, 2-point formula. Put the numbers in. Y minus 2,400, 2,400 minus 0, 0 minus 4 from these numbers here. That one and that one, that one and that one. So now, and we have, y1, y2 up here. This is going to be 2,400 minus that is 2,400. Bottom, denominator. 0 minus 4, 0 minus 4, so negative 4. So negative 4 divides this, negative 600 times x. Because there's 0, 0 plus that doesn't matter. So now we have this on this side. But we still have this number here. So add 2,400, 2,400. So at the end, you're going to have y equals negative 600 x plus 2,400. This is the equation of the line that goes from here to here. Solve. It's already factored. 2 pieces. A times b. So if this is 0, this is 0, it's 0. So let's go from there. X minus 2 equals 0. Plus 2, these go away. So now we have x equals 2. One answer that works. Because 2 minus 2 is 0. Done. This one. 2x plus 3 equals 0. Minus 3. These are gone. 2x equals negative 3. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X is negative 3 over 2. 2 and negative 3 over 2. Find the zeros using the quadratic formula. Okay, first of all, it's not the way I want it to be. So fix it. Rewrite it. X squared first, then the x, then the number. A, B, C. Not this one, this one. Rewrite it. So now we have A, B, and C. So put them in the formula, quadratic formula. Negative of 4. 4 squared. 4 times A times C. 4 times 4 is 16. Negative of positive is negative. And that times that is 32. That and that's 48. Negative 4 plus square 48, I don't know that, so let's go back over here. Primes, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, so on. Does 2 divide 48? Yes. Does 2 divide that? Yes. Does 2 divide that? Yes. Does 2 divide that? Does 3 divide that? Yes. So we have 2, 2, 2, 2, and 3. 48 is 2, 2, 2, 2, and 3, or 48 is 16 times 3. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's use this one back right there. So now we're going to have, instead of 48, they have 16 times 3 right there. Square root of 16 and 3, and square root of 16 is 4. So this gives me negative 4 plus or minus 4 square root of 3 over 16. We're going to continue, and there's more stuff we can do. So part 1 right there. Now let's go part 2 right there. So now we're going to do, okay, we're going to get, in fact, this one becomes that one. 4 times that is negative, and 4 times that. So now factor out the 4. 4 times 4 is 16 in the bottom. Notice that these cancel. So we have negative 1 plus or minus 1 square root of 3. And 1 square root of 3 is still square root of 3. So negative 1 plus or minus square root of 3. Or negative 1 plus square root of 3 over 4. Or negative 1 minus square root of 3 over 4. The final answers right there. Okay. Another graph. There's a graph. We'll just go to the next one page and do it. Alright. So now, let's do this graph right here. Alright, f of x is x squared plus 4x minus 12. So let's go back in there. Let's redo the whatever numbers we need to use to get this done. So, windows. So windows, it looks, let's change the windows. Minus 10, 10. And for the y man, let's make it a, I don't know, let's just go negative 18. And for the max, we just pick a number. Let's say 4. That's good. Let's try that. Get rid of the old one. This one is what? X squared. So we have x squared plus 4 x, big minus sign, 12. Let's see, that look like it? X squared plus 4x minus 12. Let's hit graph, see what it looks like. Ah, it looks pretty close. Alright, so now we have questions. There's a graph. You can use trace. It gives us a number. It says that at 0 is negative 12. Yes. If we go to the left a little bit more, it's going to tell us that you have at negative 2, it's about a negative 16. Yes. Keep going up to the left if you want to, or to the right. Let's go to the right. It says that you have a 2, 0 almost right there somewhere. And anyway, we got it right there. So approximate with the machine. There you go, like that. So now, points. Negative 6 and 0, negative 4, negative 12, negative 2, negative 16, 0, negative 12, and 2, 0. So all these points are, connect them, you get the graph. But domain, left and right, this goes from negative infinity to infinity, left and right. The range, it goes to negative 16 and then up this way, this and up. Negative 16 to infinity. Bottom, top. Increasing. From right there, this graph is going up. See it? So from negative 2 to infinity, it's going up, up, up. And it's decreasing. It's going from here, decreasing, decreasing, decreasing to right that spot right there. From negative infinity to negative 2. Okay, let's go next question. Solve the equation in the complex numbers. I mean, you might have I stuff like this. Square root of negative 1 is I, square root of negative 4 is 2I, negative 9 is 3I, square root of negative 16 is 4I, something like that. But let's go. X squared minus 10x plus 61 is this. Put a 1 in there. So now A is 1, B is minus 10, C is 61. Put the numbers in there. So negative of negative is positive 10. 10 times 10 is 100. So we have all these numbers is negative 244. So we have 100 minus 244 is negative 144. And 10 plus or minus 12i over 2. Divide by 2 in both parts. This divides this 5. This divides this 5. So we have 5 plus or minus 6i. So the answer is 5 plus 6i or 5 minus 6i. 5 plus 6i, 5 minus 6i. Notice right here. Negative number became I. Divide, divide. Got this. And you got those two answers. Write the expression in the radical and simplify. 25 to the half power. Prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, so on. 5 goes into 5. 5 goes into 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. So 5 squared, this becomes 5 squared right here. 5 to the 2 over 1. Multiply 1 over 2 times 2 over 1. That times that times that. 5 to the 2 over 2. 2 divided by 2 is a 1. So 5 to the 1 is just a 5. Okay, rewrite it, get that part right there. Alright, negative 1 to the 1/3. Well, negative 1 to the 1/3, let's go over here. Negative 1 to negative 1 to negative 1, is that the same thing as negative, positive to negative and negative 1? So this and this is the same thing. So negative 1 to the 3rd is the same thing as negative 1. Rewrite this one. Negative 1 to the 3rd is this. So now, 3 over 1, that times that times that. That's going to be 3 over 3, and 3 over 3 is 1, and negative 1 to the 1 power is the same thing as negative 1, right there. 27 to the 2/3. Let's rewrite this first. 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, so on. 3 divides this, 3 divides this, 3 divides this, yes. 9, 3, 1. So 27 is 3 to 3, or 27 is 3 to the 3 power. Now, 3 to the 3 power right there. 3 over 1, that times that. Multiply these two numbers. So 3 times that, 6 divided by 3. So now we have 6 divided by 3 is 2. 3 to the 2 power means 3 times 3, which is exactly 9. Evaluate the expression. 3649. Well, 6, 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, so on is 2 divides 6, 36, 2 divides that, 2 divides that, so we got these numbers, 2, 2, 3, 3, or, let's put them together, 2 and 3 is 6, 2 and 3 is 6, 6 times 6, or 6 squared is, all these are 36. 49, 7 divides it, 7 divides it, so it's just going to be 7 squared. Now, replace these numbers back here. This one is 6 squared, this one's 7 squared. So now, 2 over 1, 2 over 1, multiply the numbers, the powers, this one and this one. So now we have this right here. That times that is 2, that times that is 2. So we have 6 is 2 over 2, 7 is 2 over 2, 2 over 2 goes away, 1. And that's a 1 also. So 6 over 7 is just the 1 power is still 6 over 7. F of x is that. Find f circle g of x, composite functions. So there's a function, it means f of g of x means put this, f of g of x means this one goes inside, right there where the x is. This one goes right there. So f of g of x means 6x right there, goes inside the other one. So 9 times 6x goes in there. Asking 54x plus 8, and we're done. Now, domain is negative infinity to infinity. Next one, f of x, g of x, same thing. G circle f of x, composite different. G of f of x means this time, this one goes over here. All this goes right there. So, g of this, 9x plus 8, is 6 times this. 6 times 9 is 54x, 6 times 8 is 48. So now domain is negative infinity to infinity. F circle f of x means f of x goes inside of f of x itself. So f circle f of x means f of x, f of 9x plus 8, and it's going to go back inside where? 9x plus 8 is going to go inside of 9 times the x plus 8. So it's this one inside of itself. 9 times 9 is 81, 9 times 8 is 72, and that. So 81x plus 80, and we're done. So now, domain, negative infinity to infinity. Oops, there you go. Sorry about that. Now, g circle g of x. That means that g goes inside itself. So, g of x means 6x. 6 times 6x is 36x. And we're done. Inside of itself. So now, domain is negative infinity to what? Infinity. The percentage of patients P who have survived 2 years after initial diagnosis of a certain disease, wherever that is, liver, kidney, heart, gallbladder, something, is modeled by the function below. So now, look at this. P of t is this right here. So what happens after 1 year? 1 year later, 100 times 0.8 to the 1 power, that's calculated this to this, times this, is 80. So out of 100, 80 survive 1 year. What happens now? 2 years from now, P of 2 is 100, 0.8 to the 2 power. Calculator if you want to, times that. After 2 years, 64 have survived or still alive. Find the amount that results from a given investment of $200. You put it in a checking account, savings account, invested at 4%, compounded quarterly, every 3 months, you give you more money. After a period of 4 years. So, formula, compound formula. P is 200, R is 40%, which is 0.04, and it's 4 quarterly, 4 times a year. In years, how many years? 4. Now, put the numbers in there. P, R, N, and N times T. 4 times 4 is 16, and now we have all this right here. And can we do it in a calculator like this? Yes, in fact, I'll show you that right now. Alright, let's put all these numbers in here. 200 parentheses 1 plus 0.04 divided by 4 to the power of 16. Does that look like it? Let's see. 200 times 1.04 divided by 4 to the power of 16. Yeah, that looks just like it. So, does it work? We got 234.515729. Yep, there it is. Or round it, 2 decimal places, 234.52. Because remember, see that 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? Is that 5 or more? 5, 6, 7, 8? Yes, make it bigger. Solve the systems of equations. Alright, if we add them down, nothing happens. So we can fix it. Look at this number here, look at this number here. This is a 2, and this is like a 1. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to multiply this one by 1, everything, and this one by 2 all the way across. 1 times that, 2 times that. 1 times that is this, 2 times that is this. See? 26, 2, 10. Now, 4x minus 2y equals 10, 10x plus 2y equals this. So now, this and this is 14x, this and this is 0, and this is 56. 0, add to that, still 14x. Divide by 14, divide by 14. This is gone, so we have x is 4. Well, I know one answer. I know one answer is 4. So now what I do is, I'm going to substitute this number back in, they said the first one. So the first one was 4x minus 2y equals 10. That one is right here. So now, substitute this x. 4 times 4 is 16, minus 2y is this. 16 minus 16, these are gone. And that's going to be negative 6. Negative 2, this is, divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, so y is a positive 3. So now I have x is 4, y is 3. In the same order too. X first, then the y. X is this one, and then the y is that. If you put these two numbers here, it works for both of them. Got it. Thank you.